A lot of talk lately about how to expand the storage on your PlayStation 5. I've written some CNET articles about it. I'm going to have a new CNET how to install an M.2 drive internally feature. And in order to do that, well, I got my hands on one of these guys. This is the Seagate FireCuda 530. This is the 4 terabyte version. It's got the heatsink which you need. And I'm going to take this and put it inside this PlayStation 5. So let's do it. I got the old PlayStation 5 right here, and I think I'm gonna put it down face down. I got a screwdriver. This may be too big, but we'll find out. I got my drive. First thing I'm gonna try to do is take the base plate off the PlayStation 5. I think this is the back one that you take off, and I'm pretty sure that you kind of pull up and down at the same time. Could I have read something on this first? Yes, I could have, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm very apprehensive about this. Oh, well, that was easy. And then clearly, this is our drive slot right here. I've previously had an external SSD hooked up to this PlayStation 5, but you can only use PlayStation 4 games from it. You can store PlayStation 5 games on it, but then you have to transfer them back onto the internal hard drive in order to play them, just for external, nearby storage so you don't have to delete and re-download games. And here it is. This is the external drive that I had hooked up to the PlayStation 5. And again, you can put PS4 games on it and play them off here. You can store PlayStation 5 games on here, but you have to transfer them back to play them. But getting this set up was actually really easy, and it's worked quite well. Let's get our screwdriver, and oh, look at this. The little screw here has the PlayStation button symbols on it, the X and the triangle and the circle and the square. That's cute. I'm going to undo this. The screwdriver's a little big. I need a smaller one. Alright, everybody wait here. I'll be right back. I got a whole bag of little screwdrivers now, not gonna stop me. Let's try this little guy. Perfect! Okay, there's our little screw. Very nice. Got a little PlayStation symbols on it, I like that. This metal plate comes off. Put this over here, and here is the drive slot. And there's another screw here. I happen to know that you have to take this screw out as well. There we go. There's that. A little bit of ring there. I'm gonna break the seal on this guy. These have been impossible to find, by the way. I think they sold out very quickly. The lower capacity ones, higher capacity ones, not just from Seagate, but from other brands. And of course, the thing is, you gotta find one with a heat sink, or you have to get your own heat sink and add it. That's basically a block of metal that helps distribute the heat away from the drive. Because look, it's locked in this little tight space, and I bet you that PS5 runs pretty hot. But it also makes it harder for people to do just as a quick DIY project. You gotta really be careful about what you're putting in there. Oh, and here it is. Do I get my own set of FireCuda stickers? Heck yeah, I do. Caution, contents subject to damage by static electricity. Do not open, except at an approved static-free workstation. I don't have a static-free workstation, but got my nice wooden desk here, and I am standing on a cowhide rug, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, nice, look at that. There you go. So this should be relatively simple to just basically plug in there, put the screw back on, and then we'll turn it on. That's pretty in there. Put this guy back on. And get my... And that should be it. I just pop this guy back on. There's the drive. Let's give this sucker a little dust here. Yikes. Not that bad, actually. A little bit of dust on the fan. And I can see these hooks right here. There were little slots right here. And I can see how that all fits right in. Boom. Well, there you go. That is PlayStation 5 now with an internal drive, and of course I can always plug my external drive back in as well. But with 4 terabytes, I might just go with the internal stuff. And yeah, we're gonna plug that back in, boot it up, and see what happens. Let's do this. I've got my M.2 drive installed in here. We've got my old, isn't a month or so old, external SSD for PS4 games here. And instead of taking this whole thing back and hooking it up to a big TV, I dug out this positively ancient, I think, PS3 era Sony PlayStation TV. We could talk more about that later. But let me see if I can remember how to turn this on. The buttons are back here. Turn on the PlayStation. And let's see if it recognizes our new internal drive. Okay, wait, this looks reassuring. To use your M.2 SSD, you need to format it. When you format your data will be deleted. Turn off your PS5 or remove it if you don't want to use it. Okay. Save data, screenshots, and video clips can't be saved in M.2 SSD storage. I don't see why not, but okay. And we are going to go to Format M.2 SSD. 6%. I mean, it's a 4 terabyte drive, might take a few minutes. Nope, 60%. Never mind. Your M.2 SSD has been formatted. To change where your games are installed, go to Settings, Storage, Installation Location. To safely remove your M.2 SSD, turn off your PS5 first. Yes, you should definitely turn off your devices before ripping the hard drives out of. Alright, so let's go over to Settings and see what is going on. I'm going to go into Storage. M.2 storage, very exciting. Oh, you know, just 4 terabytes, no big deal. I'm going to change the default for new PS5 games to the M.2 system. So let's see if I can figure out how to maybe transfer something. You know what? I'm going to do Call of Duty Black Ops, and let's see how long that takes. 194.5 gigabytes. So we're going to move Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War from the console storage to the new M.2 internal storage. It's 194.5 gigs. I'm just going to hit a timer on it and let's see what happens. All right, let's see. It's moving. So it's not giving me a percentage or anything. It's just giving me a bar, but no either percentage or estimated time left or anything like that. About 25% there, and it's been 32 seconds. You know, I always liked this little PlayStation TV. It's 1080, it's got HDMI inputs, easy enough to use, very light. And one thing I never liked about it, and keeps me from using it for more things, is that the screen, you can see, is very, very glossy. It was originally a 3D TV in a sense. You're supposed to be able to use the 3D built into the PS3, you know, stereoscopic with the glasses, and then you could play a 2-player game. So you both had glasses on. One player would see themselves in basically one half of the 3D image, and the other player would only see themselves in the other half of the 3D image. I think it maybe was supported by like 2 or 3 games. Never heard from again. We are at 1 minute and 50 seconds. At the end of the bar, and all right, there we go. So 2 minutes and 35 seconds to take the Call of Duty game, almost 200 gigabytes from the internal storage to the also internal new M.2 storage. Do another one? Let's do one more. Returnal is 50 gigs. Let's see how long that takes. Okay, so that took about 45 seconds. All right, well, there you go. Let's see if we can start a game from there just for kicks. It's interesting. It doesn't really differentiate here. It just says console storage. All right. Fun logos. Let's go. Well, it seems like everything's still here. Alright, seems like it works. Well, anyway, that's how I installed this new M.2 SSD drive inside my PS5. Finally have tons of storage. Of course, you can read all about this step by step in my article on CNET, where we have a ton of other PS5 content, reviews, hands-on, game stuff, lots of storage stuff. So please come over to CNET and check that out.